Name's Kina heaven over. And today we're going to do a little bit of gentle yoga. Beginner yoga, just some easy going, all floor. Just to get started today, we're going to start out really slow. So let's start with our child's pose. Just slowly setting up in your child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. And clear your thoughts. Focusing just on you. Let's slowly start reaching our arms up as far as you can to the top of the mat, stretching them as long as you can so that the elbows come up off the floor. And slowly exhale. And gently walk your hands over to the right. Reaching both arms over to the right as far as you can really reach. Both arms over, that left arm reaches maybe a little bit further to open up the left side of the body from the left shoulder to the left hip. And exhale as you relax the arms. And walk them back onto the mat. And over to the other side. Stretching both arms over as far as you can. Keep breathing. Taking those deep breaths. And exhale, relax the arms, walking them back onto the mat. Relax the head. And with the inhale, coming up to your hands and knees, setting up into your tabletop. Making sure the wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And slowly round into your cat pose. Arch your back, tuck your tailbone under, let your head hang. Keep your belly pulled in towards your spine. And inhale, cow pose. Belly sags to the floor, sit bones lift, gaze comes forward. And then turn to the side so you can see this movement in the spine. Exhale as you round, arching your back, push the tops of the feet in the floor. And switch directions, cow pose, tailbone tilting up, gaze comes forward. We're going to do one more round, exhaling as you round. Pull the belly in. And inhale, cow pose. And slowly come to your neutral spine, somewhere between those two poses, whichever is most comfortable for you. And extend your right leg long behind. When you're ready, looking straight down at the floor, reach your left arm forward. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Looking straight down at the floor, head is in line with the neck and spine. Keep breathing. Reaching as long as you can. And on the exhale, bring just your hand to the floor. We're going to take the right leg out to the side. Place your right foot on the floor. We're going to walk our hands off the mat to the left. Left hand is on the floor. With the inhale, you're going to take your right arm, reach it up. Open it across the chest. And let's take that right arm and reach it over. Get as much length on that right side as you can. Open it up, turn, look up at your right hand. Inhale, bring your right arm up. And exhale, bring it back to the mat. Walking your hands back onto the mat. Keep your left hand on the floor underneath your left shoulder. We're going to twist open to the right with the inhale, bring your right arm, sweep it up towards the ceiling. Open up, looking up at the ceiling. Or over your right shoulder. If that's uncomfortable for your neck, you can look down at the floor. And on the exhale, take your right hand all the way back down underneath your shoulder. Tuck your right leg under. Let's switch legs. Extend your left leg straight back. When you're ready, opposite arm reaching forward. Take that right arm, reach it forward. Looking straight down on the floor. Head is in line with the neck and spine. Push the floor away from you with that left hand. And slowly take just your hand to the floor. We're going to take that left leg out to the side, placing it on the floor. Toes pointed to the front of the mat, and we're going to slowly walk our hands off the mat. To the right. Right hand on the floor underneath your right shoulder with the inhale. Sweep that left arm, reach it up. Exhale, reach it over. You're extending long down that left side. You can turn to look at your left hand. Get as much length on that left side. Open up some space between the hip and the rib cage, everything from the hip and down, push it into the floor. Really reach here. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, bring it all the way back down. Walking your hands back onto the mat. Right hand on the floor underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, we're gonna twist, bringing that left arm up. And twisting, open it up, look up at the ceiling over your left shoulder. And exhale, bring it back down. Tuck your left leg. And we're going to slowly sit back to your child's pose. You off the arms, roll the wrists, relax the shoulders. And with the inhale, we're going to slowly come back up to hands and knees. You're going to step that right foot up by the right hands. You can help it up there, you can scooch it up. Move into a low lunge, so sinking the hips forward. When you're ready, we're going to bring the body up. So perhaps you might just want to stay here. If you feel like you're going to be unbalanced, bringing your hands off the floor, you can stay right here. You're going to get your right knee over the right ankle. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how it looks from the side. So with that right knee over the right ankle, hands can stay here, straighten the spine. You can bring them up to the thigh, heart center, or all the way up. Relax the shoulders. Keep breathing. Keep your belly pulled in on the exhale. Let's take our hands all the way back down. We're going to slowly straighten that right leg, pushing the hips back. Now you want to keep your left hip over your left knee, straightening this right leg as much as comfortable. Maybe the toes come up off the floor. If you want, maybe you walk them forward a little bit. Try not to sit back. With a long spine, you're going to come over that right leg. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep breathing. And inhale as you gently come up, bending into that right leg. You're going to step that right foot back to hands and knees. We're going to take that onto the other side. So stepping your left foot up. Left foot comes up by the left hand. Remember, we want the knee over the ankle. Sink the hips forward. If you sink the hips forward and the knee jets out past the ankle, scooch those toes up a little bit. We're going to come up, straightening the spine. Maybe you keep your hands on the floor. You take them to the thigh, heart center, or all the way up. Relax the shoulders. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep breathing, getting a nice stretch for that right hip flexor. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're going to get that hamstring stretching on the left side. Slowly push the hips back, straightening the left leg as much as comfortable for you. Maybe the toes come up off the floor. Right knee or right hip is over the right knee. And instead of walking your hands back, see if you can walk them forward. So with a long spine extending over that left leg, relax the head, relax the neck. Keep your belly pulled in, keep breathing. And inhale as you slowly bend into that left leg. You're going to step it back, hands and knees. And we're going to move to a seated position. So you can take your legs to the same side or cross them back behind you. And we're going to come all the way back and then extend the legs all the way up. Sitting up tall. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe remove the flesh away from your sit bones. With the inhale, take your arms all the way out and up. And exhale, coming forward with a long spine over the legs. Relax the head, relax the neck. Bring your hands to wherever they come to, on the feet, the ankles, the shins, maybe the mat. And relax the shoulders down. You don't want them scrunching up by your ears. Get them to relax down. Keep your belly pulled in and up, creating space to come forward. Long spine. Not your nose rounding down your knees. Think of the crown of your head reaching towards the feet. Pull up out of that low back. We're going to inhale and roll on up. Sitting up tall. Good. And then we're going to move to the center of the mat. We're going to move into a crisscross position. So bringing your right leg in front. Sitting up tall. And on the exhale, walk your hands out away from you. Only going as far as comfortable for you. Exhale as you relax the head, relax the neck. And with the inhale, you're going to come on up. Sitting up tall, and then walk our hands over to the right. Bring over to the right, Bringing your right hand behind you, up so tall, left hand. Come to that right knee or thigh. Looking over your shoulder. Long spine. Crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling. On the exhale, you're going to unwind. And before we go to the other side, we're going to switch legs. So let's bring the left leg in front. Hands at the center of the inhale, exhale as you go forward. Relax the head, relax the neck. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly come back up. And we're going to turn over to the left. Left hand behind you, up tilt, right hand to that left knee or thigh. Turning to look over the shoulder, keep your belly pulled in. And exhale as you unwind. Bring back to the center. And from here, we're going to bring the feet back to the floor, the knees bent towards the ceiling. We're going to take one little boat pose. So hang on from the backs of the thighs. I'm going to turn to the side. Hang on to the backs of the thighs and tiptoe the feet back. Sitting up tall. When you're ready, balance on your sit bones, bringing the feet up off the floor. So you can hang on to the legs. You could let them go. Belly's pulled in. You can keep the knees bent or you can extend. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, good job, and bring it back to the floor. Taking the knees out to the side. So open up the knees, opening up from the hips, the soles of our feet are together. Inhale as you sit up tall. Deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, drop your chin to the chest and round down, bringing your head down towards your feet. Relax the neck. Elbows can be in or they can be out. Taking deep breaths. And slowly inhale as you come on up. Your hands underneath the knees, guide the knees together. And we're going to slowly roll down. So coming to the center of the mat, roll all the way down. Going down to the mat. When you get all the way down to the mat, walk the feet in so the feet are about hip distance apart, hands down by the hips. Maybe your fingertips touch the backs of your feet or the backs of the heels. Moving into a bridge pose, look straight up at the ceiling only. On the inhale, you're going to lift the hips. Holding here, keep breathing. If you have a block, you could use a block to support underneath the hips for a supported bridge pose. On the exhale, let's lower down slowly. Bringing your back down vertebra at a time, moving slowly. You get all the way down your low back. Push your tailbone into the floor, bring your thighs into your chest for a low back stretch, wrapping your arms around the shins or the backs of the thighs. Maybe rock side to side. Slowly moving into happy baby pose. Bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing your big toes to the sides of the feet. Take the knees out wider than the torso, wider than the body. Take the feet out wide. Relax the shoulders, still looking straight up at the ceiling. And we're going to exhale, bring the legs and the knees back together. Inhale as you bring your knee or your head up to your knees, knees in towards your head. Tuck yourself in a little ball, give yourself a big hug. And exhale, bring your head back to the mat. Let go of your legs, bring the feet to the floor, knees are bent towards the ceiling, arms out wide, palms face up. Exhale as you slowly tip your legs to the right, rolling onto your right hip. Taking deep breaths. Inhale as you pull the belly in, bring the legs back to the center. Exhale as you slowly tip to the other side. Slowly easing into a twist. You never want to force yourself into a deeper twist. Taking those deep breaths. And inhale back to center. And extend the legs all the way out. Moving into your full body stretch. Reach your fingers and toes in opposite direction. Spread the fingers wide. Point the toes. And then slowly coming onto your right side. And gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. Taking a few moments for yourself. And bringing your hands to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.